More time ago, we learned that lawyers for President Trump have now sent a cease and desist letter to the publisher demanding that Fire and Fury not be released next week as planned, or for that matter, distribute the book at all. So who is the author Michael Wolff? Let's bring in Brian Stelter, CNN senior media correspondent and host of Reliable Sources. Brian, the White House on the attack. What do you know about Wolff and the veracity of his reporting?
Certainly, Michael Wolff is a controversial journalist. He's been a media columnist, a reporter for many years, covering figures like Rupert Murdoch. He knew President Trump for many years because, of course, Trump was a creature of the media, a reality show star. So Wolff wrote flattering profiles, relatively cozy stories about Trump and Steve Bannon before Inauguration Day. Perhaps that was a way to get access to the White House. If it was, it certainly worked. We know that Wolff had unprecedented access to the West Wing for several months last year, hanging out there, having meetings with Steve Bannon and other figures. There are definitely some details in the book that are not true. Already some factual mistakes have been found in the text. But overall, this book paints a very consistent picture of dysfunction, of a true White House in crisis. So maybe, Anna, that's why the White House, not the White House actually, President Trump personally is trying to quash the book. We've just received this letter from his personal attorney, Charles Harder. It's a letter to Michael Wolff and to the publisher, Henry Holt. It's remarkable to see these words about a president. Here are the words. It says, "Mr. Trump hereby demands that you immediately cease and desist from any further publication, release, or dissemination of the book, the article, or any excerpts." It goes on to ask for an apology and a retraction to Trump for anything in the book that lacks evidentiary support. So what is this letter about? This letter is a legal threat suggesting a lawsuit in the future. It is incredibly unlikely we would actually see a lawsuit. It's even more unlikely we would see the book being halted from publication. I'm told by the publisher they're working on a response right now, but there's no way they're going to pull this book from the shelves next week. However, we see President Trump trying to stop it. And by doing so, he's just adding more fuel to the book called Fire and Fury.